Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you or wherever you are joining me at this moment. I say welcome to 130 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. The global market, as usual, has extended the oscillation mode, but I will advise that at this point, as I always say, that this is the time for you to play with your what, with your stop loss intact, always with you. Whatever you are buying up and down, put your stop loss. At the same time, know your entry and exit point. Set your profit target, and always trade your plan. What Mr. A is trading is his own plan. What Mr. B trading, don't allow what Mr. A to confuse your own. Focus on your trade plan and execute it. That's why you trade your plan. That's why if you don't have trade plan, you already plan to fail in the market. And today is the first day trading day of the week. We are seeing that the market across the globe have started in the oscillation mode we have seen for all this while. And this has a lot of what of news. Like I will tell you that in this current dispensation of contemporary technical analysis, where you have to combine both your price structure, your money flow, and the news in the market. You can see it also playing out in the market as we speak at this hour. That is why we need to always have a goal to play to trade, and that goal will also guide you at any given time. As we speak now, stock markets across the globe have extended or maintained their mixed trend as investor worried over economic risk, coming from different aspects of the system. Looking at the political crisis here and there, also especially in Europe zone, as Russia has short gas supply to that region, to that environment, and this is also has also impacted the price of gasoline in that environment. To speak now, just since the this was has announced or they stop all the supply, I can tell you that gasoline or natural gas in that Europe zone has moved from almost like 36% up. Tell you what it impact will be on to be on what on the companies operating that environment, activities, cost of production, everything will not change. That's why investors are really concerned about what is happening globally. Russia and Ukraine war is still ongoing. That's why there is a deal of Greens leaving, but things are still fluctuating. For that, you need to follow your strategy to know exactly which sector and also which area you should be when you are investing. Just as a G7 is also planning to cap a Russian oil price, and this is the face of what the rising inflation and what in both the zone and outside the zone, or Europe and everything. We are seeing that globally inflation has kind of put every central banks of the world in a tight corner. These central banks of the world are also continue what to insist that they continue to what to do their monetary policy tightening, and that also for them to checkmate what inflation. Apart from that, they are also further increasing their what the interest rate in any environment. That's also going to like also increase cost of stays, cost of business, sorry, and also cost of living. That also have a way of slowing down the economy. Just as even in Europe, like it's not them are also doing a package because of this the energy crisis and all those stuff. Also, don't forget in China that also the outcome of their last manufacturing activity was still slow because of what the COVID-19 extension to different environment, and this also COVID extension lockdown. And this also, despite they also kind of push out a package to stimulate economic activity, but they still lockdown. These are the things that are also influencing investor decision as we speak now. In all this, if you look at the corporate earnings that emerged from different markets across the globe, I say that most of these companies' numbers has improved. Shows that despite all this high cost of doing business across the globe, some companies are still posting a world good number. That is why you, as an investor, should know exactly where to be in this kind of environment. Like I always tell people that now that you are seeing tightening of monetary policy here and there, yes, cost some fixed income instruments will be going up, and also when you look at what the fixed income instrument is returning to investors in the market is far below what inflation is. Automatically, that is what rate return. Yes, we know that those fixed income is which a lot of trillions of dollar and trillions of naira can go into that window. But as an investor, how are you going to hedge against inflation? There's no money fixed income instrument that you can use to hedge against as to speak now, because all of them are below what below inflation. As we speak, even though we are holding cash savings, we also at risk, because that money every day, as prices are going up, that money will also be the value, and that means you need to where you can look at and see which sector in the market as we speak now, you can see activities coming back to improve in the market, in some stocks because of what we are seeing that even the earnings yield of most company and the dividend, the earnings yield that gives you that this company at the end of the day, if you're having this strong earning yield, the people that are going to pay good dividend is there, and that will also help you to hedge against inflation plus additional capital appreciation. You can stay. That's why I said some sectors and some individual stock in the market are looking attractive, and that is why these earnings that are coming also a plus for people to know exactly where to go, where to look at. As we speak now, oil price in the international market has also continued to rebound. Just after it had talked about the 3 months low, the price of oil is going to look up to trade around the 95.7 $3 per barrel. At this after it had touched multiple years high. This as a result of what ahead of the OPEC meeting that is going on today, that's going to be here today. This I said that this morning oil price has gone. This also is also doing pressure because the more energy prices go up, before we're thinking that now that it has come below $100, one percent that is going back there, and with what we're seeing in Russia and all the G7 meeting, and also plan to cap oil price, Russia oil price, we would like to see oil price also globally going back to around 120 or even 150, depending. That means that these are industries that you look at what is happening, and these dynamics will help you to trade. Because I tell you, in anything we are trading today, whether you are doing anything in stock and in bond, in cryptocurrency, even though in a exchange traded fund, I'll tell you that demand and supply is very key. That is what to trade, and that is why to see look at company that has a high demand of their product. This is what we're going to discuss later in the class. As we speak now, the U.S. market, indices are mixed. We have seen that Northern Zone and S&P are in green, while Nasdaq is in red. But in Europe market, I'll tell you, most of the stocks in that market or their market are in red, just as a result of what this gas fear of no economic risk, and at the same time the gas price moving about as I've said earlier about 36 after Russia has got flow to that zone. But as soon as Asia market is equally also missed, while most of the African market are in dynamics. African market are up. Just back home here, I see that just as we speak now, NGS is in a slight green, as we speak. That means it has opened above what it closed the previous trading day, which was last Friday. For me, it's a good one for the market generally, but despite the mixed trends, some market are still looking up to give you the sign that there's some value in those components. Yeah, this morning there are some company news that came to the market. But before we go to company news, we want to look at some things that also guide us in this discussion because it's very, very important as we speak. Now, you really want to know the stock that I will call them either value stock or great stock, anything you want to call it. But you need to look at what really make up these great companies or great stock, whatever you call it. We have seen results now coming today. We have seen 2 results. One is a focus result coming from Komu. We have seen the one that came from GT Code, and you can see the numbers we are getting there. But you need to know which company that you know that this company is a great company that you can hold, because I tell you that in all that we do in the market, it's about what? It's about movement of price. And something is something that will trigger that movement. Either a company is doing well or a company is not doing well. And when a company is doing well, there is good news for the company. You see that the price are bound to go up. And that is why when I say that as a trader, for you to be successful or an investor to be successful, you must combine with what your technicals and your fundamental. Fundamental will give you insight of what the company is doing and what is happening, and why the technical will tell you the demand and supply, even that are also occur in the product of the company. Demand and supply of that share or that company or that stock is also going to tell you what is happening there. These are what you look at as trader or investor, because it will go a long way to help you make what informed investment decision that will back your bottom line at the end of the day positively. First of all, you look at a company. Why you say this company is a great company? Is the company profitable? Is the company earnings looking up? You need to know, is the company profitable? One thing you want to look at the numbers of this company. One you want to look at, is the number growing? That is what is very, very important. Are they making headway? Where is their market? In their market, are they leader? No, you need to look at the company sales. It's very, very important. That sale is what will determine whether there will be profit or not, whether there will be payment of salary or not. Sales is very, very important. You want to look at, is the company profitable? That is, once you know that the company is profitable, you are good to go with that company. Not to see the company is making profit, because profit is also very, very important. Because without that profit, shareholders won't be paid dividend, payment for staff won't be there, for them also to reinvest, into their operation won't be there. That is what you need to know: is the company earnings moving up? Are they is the company profitable? As I've said earlier, does the company have a solid sales growth? I believe that those that would invest that are that follow me in my different class, I only tell you, you must know the quality of the company, the earnings quality of that company. Does the company have a solid sales growth? Is it, you can see that their gross earnings is looking up very well. You see their turnover, anything you want to call it. Is it their their premium? Is it looking up? You need to look at that. Is it going up? Once it's looking up, it's also tell you that the company revenue is also both the last quarter and the last year, they also look up to be looking up. They will grow looking up. You must exceed what you did in the last quarter, what you did the previous year, to give investor that a sense of direction that this company is keeping an uptrend. And that's why I said that company earning, is it trending up? That's another level that is the company earnings trending up. You Q1, Q2, Q3, are they looking up? Now we have seen some companies Q1, Q2 already. Are they looking up? Just like the recent that came from Zenith, from Fidelity Bank. You see that their Q1 moved from 33 kobo to 80 kobo. Is that consistent? Is that an uptrend? Can you see it also in Q3? This has to know whether a company earnings is trending up from 2 naira to 4 naira to 6 naira. That is trending up. This also gives you that. That means the company sales, is it going up? Is the earnings going up? Because after sales, one of it's going to get your earn, which is the profit after that. Because if you are not making most, if you are not entering new market, you are not getting to another person market with either with a strategy, acquisition, or the introduction of new products, you are still no moving. But until you start expanding your sales to get more money, that is where you now say yes. Say also, does the company has great products that people want? It's very key. What's the nature of the company product? Is it an elastic product? No, that even when they increase the prices, there will be no demand for their product. You need to know, because especially in this environment where we are seeing that inflation is on the high side, and there's no way for you to put your money in cash that will not go down. But if a company is doing well and they are passing the cost of this high cost environment to consumers, and they are buying and they are still making sales, at the end of the day, you see that the bottom line of this company maintain an uptrend, and that will also support their payout in terms of dividend. And because of their performance, you see capital creation will also be in that stock. This is how to look at company that is solid, and these are the places that offer you a good work opportunity of creating wealth for yourself. And that's why I tell you that it must not come that you must have every stock on the exchange, in your portfolio. Those companies that have treated themselves in performance, that have are so outstanding in what they are doing, that is where you should also be looking at as what as trader or investor. It's very, very important. Once you're able to see that, also you need to see, is the company a leader in the sector where you operate? Like now we have different sectors in our market. We have about 12 different sectors in the market. There, I know that we know about 5 that are really you have the indexes, but there are about 12 in that sector. Who is a leader? The leader, what is the fundamental? You have to look at, is the company that is performing this excellently, is he a leader in that sector? That you can know that yes, the company is at one time, even when they pull back, you see that pullback as an opportunity for you to accumulate more, because you have seen the number, the leader, either in price, in earnings, and also in volume. Everything you have seen that this company is a leader, is also that is way to know that great company is also in a making. You have seen that this company has what great potential. Also, you want to see, is the stock, like I've said, like is the stock, is the stock in high demand? Is the company shares, or what call it what I call it, shares, equity, stock, is it in high demand? No, it depends on the what you call it. They mean the same thing. Equity, share, security, they all mean the same thing. But is it in strong demand for this company that you are seeing? Are you seeing volume there? Like I said, volume must go. That's why I say price, demand and supply. Demand and supply for the product, demand and supply for the stock is very, very key. You need to know, is people interested in that company? Despite what is happening in the economy, they have to work. Is the company demand here? That means despite what is happening, people are still buying. That means there's something peculiar with that company. You need to identify with such company, and it's a company that has that those potential. We are saying that you as an investor must look at when you are when you are investing. Once you're able to identify this, that you know that also investors of different clients or of different category, you see institutional investor, retail investor, or because you are seeing the volume, the demand and supply of this company, it tells you that this company is also a great company. These are how to know a great company or value company or company that are standing in the industry, in the market, in the sector where they are. These are how you can also easily pick them out from the others in the market, and also move in that direction, so that at the end of the day, you make informed investment decision that will also support your portfolio. Because it is this characteristic that we are seeing, this quality that will make you to buy into this company. And when they move up, that is where you also will make money, because there is demand for it. The people are looking into that company, across that toward that company, and they are buying the shares. As they are buying the shares, the price will go up. It's a function of demand and supply. Our simple economic principle. As they are buying the product, we are seeing positive earnings. We also buying people are buying the stock. You will see that that company prices of stocks or shares or equity will be looking up. As it look up, price appreciation is there, and that is how you also make money, investing in equity. But on the other side, when a company is also performing poorly, market will see that company in that direction, and that is why some company price will continue to go down, while some continue to go down. Go and check the history of some company since they listed, despite the market was delayed, see that their price have maintained an uptrend. It comes down, it continue, but though that you see that it depends where it nothing is changing them. Either there's no demand for the stocks or the company performance is not doing well. No, well, the company is not doing well in terms of performance. These are the things you need to look at as an investor to know exactly what to do. Because I will tell you, a profitable company with a big earnings and the sales growth tend to rise in value, and that's faster than a company that is unprofitable. That company that's unprofitable, you see that because the company is slowing down, price is also slowing down. That is why as an investor, you must know how to combine your technical and your fundamental effectively to make informed decision. And that is why Investdata were called to give both technical guideline and also fundamental, so that you will know exactly what is happening in the market. Yes, back home we want to look at what is happening on the exchange as to speak, but we'll start with the company news and other information on the exchange. As to speak now, PS has notified the market of delay in their publishing their related account. That is for PZ. And also Okomo has just released the forecast for the last quarter of the year. That means from October to December. And they are forecasting a turnover of about 8.8 billion for the last quarter. Add to what is done for the third quarter, the half year was seen. Also, we're looking to see that third quarter will give you an insight what to expect from Okomu. Their PAT for the period they forecast, they've got about 1.79 billion for that period. You can see how the cost of operation here. Look at their they are going to their sales is about 8 billion, and also their PAT is around almost 2 billion, 1.79 billion. You can see the what we call the profit margin in terms of the if it's achieved. And most times you see all these companies in that sector, they surpass their performance because of what demand for their product and the structure of the environment where they are. And also most of them are also doing what we call export. That means they are earning also in hard currency. That is also going to impact this kind of company. That's why if you also the same thing is going to happen in Presco, that's why you as an investor should also know how to position with this number. But the GT code, this one also of the dividend paying company that we're expecting. We have seen the result from from Stanbic IBTC. We have seen the one from Zenith Bank. Then we have seen that Fidelity have joined the clue or the range for dividend payment. Now another dividend paying company that have been consistent their dividend payout is GT code. It was GTB before they came to GT code. This company released their bank released their number. I will tell you that this group number is still missed. Out there for me, it's not too impressive, but it's a better number in terms of still consistency. But I'll tell you, this is a missed number. That also the price is still in this level because of what the Q1 number is almost the same thing with the Q2 we are saying. Why that was not big in their 2021, they were not doing too well, but 2022 Q1, Q2 has seen that the company has changed their direction. Also, don't forget that in Stanbic they also have gone into insurance business. Also, this GT code also is acquiring some company that also support their holding structure to support. As I speak now, the number is still flat or missed, whatever I call it, but this is not an impressive number because we are seeing a decline in the corporate after tax, which is very, very important. But let's start. The gross earning for GT code moved from 207.21 billion to 239.29 billion. That is the top line, which is the gross earning, was up by 13.64% up. The PAT, yes, you can see that within the PAT, the top line, which is the gross earning to PAT, there's a lot of activities there. We notice that the net income, the net interest income of the bank also improved from about 107.1 billion to 120.9 billion, which is good. We agree. But if you look at the profit after tax, despite the expenses that is involved, we see that there's increase in the expenses, collection expenses, everything operating expenses. You know what this is saying today, the environment will operate in the board. On that, the bottom line, which is the EPS or the PAT, sorry, is about it moved from a decline from 79.41 billion to 77.56. a decline. Here it is marginal, negative 2.33% down for GT for the half year ended June 31st. Also, the EPS also in that direction also moved, also looked towards that marginally from 2 naira 79 to 2 naira 70 at the period ended also in June 30th. Profit margin also declined from 38 in 2021 to 32.41 in 2022. You can see that part of cost and also the decline in profit after tax has also reflected in the margin, their profit margin. Yes, profit margin of 32 is still not a bad one, but this is a bank before now. You can see 40% profit margin. Now you can see what happened in 2021. We have about 38.19 percent for profit margin. But today, for result release today, we are seeing 32 point. This is a decline from what we saw from 2021. Cost of operation has increased. Also, the bank or the holding company profit after tax also declined. That's why there was a kind of expansion in the top line. Then also, if you look at the company, I've mentioned it, the net interest income was up, which is good. But don't forget that this company, they maintained their dividend payout for the period 30 kobo for 2021 and 2022. That's why there was a marginal decline in their earnings. For me, this is not a bad number. For those that are really looking for income investor, dividend investor, this is a good one. But I believe that on the strength of this number, this bank is also likely to maintain their 2 naira 70 they paid for 2021 full year. If that is done, that is the price is selling today. I see that the dividend yield alone. So if something happens towards the end of the year, capital appreciation, that's why this is what to look at. If you are seeing that as we speak now, we're not having sure of getting a 15% or 16% dividend yield, and the inflation is around 20%. If at the end of the day you make another 10% appreciation in price, that plus the dividend, that's about 25%. You are already ahead of inflation. It's how to trade and also to preserve your portfolio and also grow your portfolio gradually despite the oscillating market. These are the kind of stuff you should look for. Those that are for capital appreciation, but not see much on this result. But for dividend income, those that are long-term and medium investors can also take advantage of these numbers and also position right. As we speak now, back to the market, to see how the life market is doing. At this hour, our market is doing 50,000, 56.72. Market is up marginally, up by 10.08 basic point, representing about 0.02% in the green. Good one. That means market has extended. Is no positive sentiment or outing for like 4 straight days at this hour. We saw it the previous week, about 3 days straight consistently. We are seeing also that maintain that momentum this morning. We hope that this is in the afternoon already. We expect to see more afternoon traders coming to the market. If that survive, that will put more positive trend or no market direction. Can't really give, but I believe that as we are still expecting to see the earnings of Access Bank and that of UBA, we expect that market will also look towards that source and see how they can position. That will add more momentum to the market. But if you look at the market breadth at this hour is still positive. We are seeing that market breadth we are having 9 gainers, 7 gainers, against 5 losers. Those 5 losers, table is led by ABC Transport, we are seeing Jacob Gold, Fidelity, International Brewery, and FBN Holding. These are the top 5 losers as we speak. Why the gainers, the 7 gainers, led by Champs, followed by Flower May. We are seeing Mutual Benefit, see Police Microfinance with the MPF Microfinance, and also NACO. Life of GT code is slightly up, and that of UCAP. These are the ones that are on that gainers chart at this one. The market is positive, 7 against 5. But if you look at volume, I tell you that volume is very important in the market. Anything we are doing, because if you are looking at the buy and sell, supply and demand, which is the supply and demand, which is about trading, the buying strength in the market, money flow. You want to look at what is the volume accompanying that flow, that your price action. What volume is accompanying that? What is fueling that volume? Is it coming down? What is fueling the coming down? You need to look at that. Your volume is very important when you are trading. Now at this hour, GTB is leading in terms of volume, followed by Veteran Capital, insurance company, and also Zenith Bank, and see Sovereign Trust Insurance, and then the ABC Transport. These are the, but we know for GT code, because the dollar came to the market is stopping. Zenith Bank is there. You can see that financial stocks are really the one that are leading the top trade as we speak. The Petra Capital, which is an insurance company, Zenith Bank, Sovereign Trust Insurance, and the GT code. These are the top in terms of volume at this hour. Yes, we'll come here, as look at the market, we'll come back and look at what is happening, what the chart saying about GT code with the result release, what is happening. Zenith Bank, what is happening. Look at the flower made. I was just looking at it coming up, and the police microfinance. These are the stuff we look at this hour. And we can look at the life of LBN holding, why it is still pulling down at this moment. We know that last week it was related. It's not permitted us to look at these stocks, their position, but we start from the market, as we speak. If you look at the market chart here, before you can see that we are saying the market is making lower lows. You can see lower lows, this lower high here, lower low here. You can see it can see lower low. Before you can see the market turn up here, now start seeing the lower highs, and that is what we're setting until market breakout. This another strong word, another strong resistance level here, and as the market is changing. There's another strategy to trade breakout, which also won't be discussed at the coming master class, so that this new contemporary technical tools and the indicators that will help you to catch the turns of the market, the breakout, the reversal, you need to master them, because if you are also following the old patterns that have been in the market in terms of technical, at times the move will leave you, or you are caught in the web. These are things so that you will flow with the trend, because the market has changed in terms of volatility. Things around the globe have changed, and that have changed what has happened 50 years ago when these books were written. But what is happening these days, there are things that are very essential. You should know technically that when you know how to use them effectively, you always catch the turn. And that's why when I use the T line, it's for a purpose, so that you can get what is happening in the market. You won't be caught unaware in the market. As we speak, market is making lower highs now. Until breakout is, and we'll now see a new higher high up now. But as we speak now, we're seeing lower highs still coming to come up, and let's see how far the market will go. The good thing that market is still strong on the recovery move up again. For me, it's a good trend for the market. Let's call up our indicators for this hour. Look at what is happening, and today we use our oscillators. Look at our money flow, and go and see what is our oscillators telling us. We want us to use the stochastic oscillator. Yes, that's what we want to look at it at this hour. What is saying, and the T line, very important for me and to all of us in this class. You can use 8, 12, for short term 8, for medium term I use 21, but for long term 55 is okay. If you are using exponential, so that you can easily cut different turn at the right time to follow what is happening in the market. Yes, if you look at the chart here, you can see as to speak the market, since it is strong candlestick here, this price action, you can see that the price structure has changed on a daily chart. They're moving up now. Yeah, that's why it is just marginally. You can see that it's maintaining an uptrend, which is good for the market, and also money flow maintain that direction. But this one was seeing a little pull down in money flow. That's why the market is up marginally. But also, if you look at oscillators here, yes, you can say this level is at almost over bought region. But you can see the sign the oscillator is giving here. Now, come to this level, to check, but I want us to see what is happening here, just for us to know exactly where the market is as we speak now. You can see that the market, is up here. You can see where market is trading. See strength above the T line, which is good for the last for even all these days. You can see market has remained above the T line, which is good. Here it is marginally up here. You can see it here, and the volume is relatively small this hour. And we're seeing the money flow looking down at this moment. Let's see how at the end of the day, when the market will close, what we'll see from the market at the time. For money flow is still looking down on the chart. You can see that almost the blue line, which is the oscillator, when they cut up here, you can see the trend now becoming weak, try to come down. And if you look at where it's what reading, it's almost like overbought region, coming down. Here it's like overshoot region. You can see it here when it top at this point. For now, it has almost gone the swing up to this level. When the market rally up to this level, that means it is already at what at the overbought region. Market is likely to correct. I said that in the month of September, we expect oscillation in the market, profit taking, and also being that this period we're expecting to see the inflation data for the month of August, and also MPC meeting is coming up this month. The oscillation before market will start positioning for what for the Q3 earnings that will come in October. Let me look at 1 hour chart for the whole market to see where the market is going at this point. On the 1 hour chart, market is still strong, but you can see that the money flow after come down, you can see that it's not trying to find a level. White has performed a correction here. If you look at the a day chart, 1 hour chart for the index. But let's quickly look at the GT cost of our time. Let's look at GT quick one. GT for the market saying at GT. Yes, if you look at GT in 1 hour chart, you can see it has turned up. Look at almost touching 21 today, 2050 today. Before coming down when the result came, you can see now it's still slightly above the T line. You can see here it's only oversold region until crossed after moving up. Oversold region, money flow is still looking down on 1 hour chart. Let me look at a day chart for the stock to see what is happening on the day chart. You can see here in the day chart here what is happening in the stock. You can see it here up down up down. You can see that it's just slightly below the killer. That's why it has kind of crossed to 2050 today. It's down already, and you can see that the volume is here. And on a day chart, you can see that there's a sign of the turn here. The stochastic confirming that yes, there's a buy solution, a buy position was still very small until crossed over this the shaded point. Before we now say this is a good one. You can see all this one that is where it turns. But how far did it go when it turned here? That was a good sign that we're seeing that same sign here to see how far it will go from this level. This is for what for GT. Let's quickly look at Zenith Bank, what it's doing, and you can see that there's little profit taking in Fidelity as we speak now. Let's see. But time permits us. Let's see. Our time is fast spent, but let's see if we can cover 2 charts before call it a day today. Yes, if you look at what is happening also in Zenith Bank on a day chart is also looking good. You can see here, but does not still much slightly below the T line, but has confirmed the buy position taken here. After the correction, and see it here, we are seeing the momentum is turning up, and volume traded is still very low. These are the things we are looking at. Yes, money flow is also coming down. This money flow is what that will come up here. Is the money flow that we are seeing that come up here on the chart directly. Let's quickly also look at the flower May. Sorry, flower May and flower May and what is happening in Fidelity. It is profit taking. See how long it will go. That one was to give us an insight what to do. Flower May. Flower May, you can see flower May on a day chart is becoming powerful. You can see that sustain an uptrend above the T line and money flow on the chart. Now you can see it actually that fund is entering the stock. You can see this line here. This is a money flow in there. That fund is entering the stock as we speak. For me, it's a good one for flower May. And also on the structure of the stock confirm it's also looking positive. Good. But let's look at 1 hour chart for flower May. Good. The 1 hour chart is still very strong. For me, above the T line, money flow is also looking up here. For me, it's a good one for the stock as we speak for flower May. Let's quickly look at what is happening in Fidelity this morning. Fidelity that again is it profit taking that does hit the stock. We need to know also Fidelity Bank. legacy bank. That is why you can look at your 1 hour. The stock has been on a decline for the market open. You can see 1 hour chart where people are taking profit. Despite that, the stochastic indicator is still very strong and volume is very small. Let's look at the day chart. You need to know exactly what is happening. You can see that there is also a sign of weakness here. It went up, tried to decline, tried to maintain it at 340. You can see here, and compared to come down, but now go back to around 338. You can see it here, and you can see that the momentum of the vector there that it's already at about region, likely to correct. You need to keep your eye to see how far to move from here. But I always see the sign of correction, and that is why I'm not surprised that price is a profit taking here. I can see your money flow. It's not looking up regardless. Fund is not leaving. People are starting to take profit. So that move from 305 to go to, to 340 less than 5 days, less than 3 days in the market. It's a good one. That's why I said you need to know how to trade information looking at your chart. For me, you can see profit taken as you can see when information you can see the green candlestick looking up, the price structure there that these are the good strike return. After it has moved horizon above this resistance level here, it crossed it up, and you can see that it crossed on a good volume. Look at this and see how the volume improved. Even this morning, you can see that. Let's see how it goes. The volume that is now is not very, very small, but let's look at how far it will go. Yes, this is what we call draw the curtain for today. I will say thank you for your time. I look forward to see you tomorrow. And at the same time, our masterclass, as I said earlier, will be going on the 1st of October. Start preparing. And then for those that also missed the question and answer, the replay already is on the new site that will launch very soon. After the masterclass, we'll be launching that very soon. But for you to be getting the replay, also you can also subscribe to the new site that you get access to what the replay. But from next year, as I've said earlier, we will stop doing the free one. Those that have that subscribe will be joining the Q&A section on Saturdays. Start preparing and also take advantage of this. Even though you subscribe now, to run from January to the end of the year, that means take advantage of subscribe so that you'll be getting the replay as we speak now in that new site. Yes, the masterclass, I'm telling you, you see what you need to know for this market at this period. The market has changed, and also you must take strategy to preserve your capital and grow it even when there is risk, and also capital preservation is very clear. And when you are growing it, it makes a lot of sense. That's why what is happening, you are still growing profit in your portfolio. That's what you want to review. And stocks that were given a last masterclass, I can tell you, those stocks are very, very taxed. And I can see that some of them are still making uptrend until the last day of that window expire. For me, keep your portfolio intact and keep your eyes in the market. And I always say, don't trade too much stock in your portfolio. Reduce, and also that will be deciding for you to look at, and also be able to manage the risk trading those portfolio. I'll tell you, any loss you are seeing today is a loss, is a paper loss. Until you sell, no, that is where you can see that your capital has gone down. As you are seeing as a paper loss, but potential that is going to reverse tomorrow is very high. Unless what affected in that company is not there again, fine. But for those that are traders, always use the word your stop loss is very, very key to protect your capital and also stay in the market. It's not something that you don't trade always. And those that trade with us, that you trade for a reason and why you should be in the market. Timing is one of the good things that most folks should understand when you are trading. I say see you tomorrow, and for our YouTube, subscribe and also get an alert whenever any new update is posted. Also, if you want to make correction, you want to make a add to what we are sharing there. If you want to also advise, you are very free to comment. As you comment, also guide us to prepare for the next one that will also give you more value more in our videos. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your trading day.